Hello, online crew. Welcome to today's live where we're going to talk about working really hard and the reason that sometimes working really, really hard isn't the answer to your success. So I really want you to listen to today's live really carefully because it is a really important message that some people just don't understand why they're not successful. So I want to talk about that today because it could be a missing link, for some of you to really understand. And the reason that I'm talking about this today is I flipped my videos this week because my video a couple of days ago, I launched the Reels Challenge. So normally this video would be at the beginning of the week, but I launched the Reels Challenge. So now I'm doing my Online Crew Courage video today where I talk about something to do with, mindset, personal growth, something to help you be a better version of yourself. So I really hope you get something out of today's video because this is really, really important to you moving forward and your success in your business. So regarding the Reels Challenge, it's on the bottom of the screen if you're watching from Facebook. If you're watching from Instagram or elsewhere, if you go to helenmartinonline.com/Reels Challenge, that's where you can register for our free 21-day Reels Challenge starting next week. So if you want to get up to speed with everyone that's doing Reels, learn how to do Reels, learn what all the buttons mean, and have an audio track and an idea given to you for 21 days in a row so you can be consistent with Reels, that's the link that you want to go to. So if you're not registered, definitely register and pass that link on. Again, helenmartinonline.com/Reels Challenge. Pass that along to people in your team so they can learn as well, completely for free. So couple of reminders before we get into the content. I just remembered I forgot to send the email out that I was live, but that's okay. So much going on, but that's a good thing. Good thing. Lots going on in all my businesses, which is great. So I just want to give you a couple of reminders before I say hello to a few of you. I just did a online crew coaching training. So the exclusive training for my coaching community. I shared with you 2 new tools that I'm using in my business that are really cool and can help you stand out from the crowd. So make sure you go and catch the replay of that training. They're just really cool and they're different and they're new and just make your life easier. So go and catch that. And I also walked you through how to clear out outgoing friend requests that people don't accept. It's really important that you all do that because in Facebook world, like I was explaining to the coaching community, it's like you invite a whole lot of people to your party and they don't want to show up because they don't accept your friend request. You need to clean those out minimum once a month, if not once a week. But it's hidden. It's hidden in your features and how to find it. So I've walked through step by step how to do that in that training in the coaching community. So go and make sure you catch the replay. So register for the Reels Challenge coaching community. Go and catch the replay of that training. And tomorrow, join me because I've got a couple of guests joining me and I'm bringing some more support to this community, which I want to share with you. It's going to be fun. You're going to meet a couple of people if you haven't met them before, and I'm bringing this community more support. So make sure you turn up live with me tomorrow. So how are you guys? Who have we got here? We've got Cherie. We've got Sonia. Great to see you here. Looking forward to the replay on another training. All good. That's what the replays are for. Hello, Dan. Great to see you here. Hello, Susan. Hello, Yvette. Hello, Katrina. Great to see you here. Hello from India. Good to see India here. We'll definitely go and check it out. Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, you'll love that training. Okay, so let's get into it. How many of you have ever thought, I just need to work harder? I just need more time and I need to put more effort in. And, that might be legitimate. Did I do it again? I seriously have. I'm talking to Instagram and I haven't pressed play. Let's try that again. I can't believe the silly things that I do sometimes. Let's try and turn that one on, shall we? Hang on a minute. Hello, Instagram. How are you? I've been talking to you for the last 5 minutes and I didn't even press live. So, just to catch up those on Instagram, if you haven't registered for the Reels Challenge, to go to helenmartinonline.com/Reels Challenge and get yourself registered for that. And what you've missed out on this live, go to Facebook and catch the rest. But what we're talking about now is this concept of I just need to work harder. I need more time to get more done, and then I'll be more successful in my business. How many of you have ever thought that? I just need to be able to work harder? Because this is what I want to talk to you about today, and how the brain works, how, just how to be successful. Okay. It's a really interesting topic, and I really want you to listen in here. Definitely think that. Okay. Me. Okay. Thanks for sharing your feedback there. So most people consciously will say things like, and I'm sure you're going to relate to this. I do this too. You want success consciously, don't you? You want more money in your bank account. You want to grow. You want more customers. You want more teammates. You've got goals and dreams that you strive for consciously, correct? So that is something that is in the forefront of your mind, that you are dreaming about, that you constantly think about, or you say, I wish I could have more customers, or I wish I could attract more teammates. Like, it's consciously on your mind to have these kind of thoughts. So that's what you say to yourself, and that's how you sort of think. It's conscious as to what you want, and you know what you want. Most of you know what you want. Would that be fair to say? Like, you know what you're striving for. That's one thing. That's your conscious thought. And a lot of you will say to yourself, I'll get there. I'll do it. I'm going to do it. This is what you consciously say to yourself. Okay? So this is your conscious mind, your conscious thought about what you want. And you say to yourself, maybe over and over again, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Okay. If I just had more time, I could, work harder. I just need to get more dedicated, and I need to work harder. Here's what's really happening. If you've listened to me any length of time before, you know I talk a lot about how your brain actually works, how it's designed in a way to keep you safe, etc., and how by the age of 7, you've actually already formed most of your beliefs. And as you grow up, you get things that are told to you that stick with you forever, and they are in what we call your subconscious. So some of you have thoughts deep down. They're not conscious. They're not the conscious thoughts I just told you about. I want to get more customers. I want more teammates. I want to be successful. I want to do this. I want to do that. I'm striving for this. I'm striving for that. That's what you're thinking here. But your subconscious is telling you things like, you're not good enough. Your subconscious leads you to say things like, what are they going to think of me? What if I do it wrong? What if I say the wrong thing? What if they think I'm spamming them? Like, your subconscious goes into all this stuff that actually takes over. That's what controls you. So which one do you think has more power, your conscious or your subconscious? Which one do you think you're run by? Your conscious thought, I want to do it. I'm going to do this. I'm going to be successful. You might tell yourself that over and over again, I'm going to be successful. But what is your brain, your body, your mind, your life run by? Your conscious or your subconscious? Which one is it? Put it in the comments. Would love to know what you think. I know what you're all going to think, because I think most of you actually know. Okay? You are run by your subconscious thoughts. Exactly, Cherie. They're popping up now. Subconscious. It's not even your conscious thought, it's your subconscious. So do you think when you say to your conscious self, I just need more time, or I need to work harder, but subconsciously you've got fears and doubt and lack of confidence and striving for perfection and fear of what people think of you, do you think working harder is going to change any of that? What do you think? What do you think? I know the answer. I want to hear it from you. And I know I've got a massive delay in the comment section, so I'm sure exactly, Tanya. Nope, nada, not at all. And yet, this is what people consciously think. If I just had more time, if I just, worked a little bit harder, I'd be more successful. I guarantee you, hands down, it's not time. It's not working harder. There's something stopping you. And even when you get some success, how many of you have had success and lost it, or had some great success in your business and you lost the momentum and you went backwards in your business? Like you ranked up here, 1 month, and then you fell way back like another month, those kind of things. Sometimes that's actually your subconscious. It's called self-sabotage, because you don't believe deep down that you deserve success, and you'll go and do things that are run by your subconscious, not your conscious, your subconscious, to stop you holding on to that success. Because you start second guessing yourself, and you start burying yourself in trainings and learning instead of looking after the new people in your team, or you go into management mode instead of still, recruiting and things like that. And that's all self-sabotage, because deep down you don't believe that you're actually going to truly be successful. If you're someone that has had a family that's never been wealthy, I bet you've got money issues buried there somewhere in your subconscious, and you don't actually believe that you can be a 6 or 7 figure earner because no one in your family has ever done it before. That's the kind of stuff that gets buried, and that you'll self-sabotage yourself when you make some money. You'll stop yourself making future money without even realizing you're doing it, because it's buried in your subconscious, because that's your belief since you've grown up. So what's my point in all of this? My point in all of this is, it doesn't matter what you say to yourself and what you say to others on the top of your head, on your conscious mind, saying, I'm going to do it, I'm going to be successful, I will get there, all those things. When you're subconscious and you know it, you know that you are not doing what you need to do to build your business. You know you're avoiding it. You know you're not making enough time. You know you're letting the fears of, posting on social media, or, putting yourself out there, or doing live videos, or creating reels, or whatever it is. There's so much fear around that. Or what if they think I'm spamming them? Or what if I say the wrong thing? All of that kind of stuff that comes in your head. And look, in this industry, that's quite normal. So don't put yourself down for that. It still goes through my head. Okay, but it's all that kind of stuff that is actually going to stop you being successful. And it doesn't matter how much time you've got. You know what I really admire with people that have got their head screwed on right, or have just got, and the crux to all of this is, you need to marry your conscious with your subconscious, and they need to align, because most of you, they don't. You know what you want, but you don't believe it. You might tell me you believe it, but I know you don't believe it, because you're not doing the things. You're not doing the do. You're avoiding taking the actions. And you're burying yourself in other stuff to justify not doing the things that you know you need to do. So if you know you've got fears, lots of them, you know you're not doing the things that you should be doing, you know you're striving for perfection, you know you're overthinking things and it stops you from sending that message, all of that kind of stuff, that's your subconscious at play. And that is a massive, massive driving force for your life than what you think you might want to do, or that you might want to go and create, or the money that you envisage in your bank account. If those two don't align, it's going to be hard for you to be successful. So your number one thing, and this is why I said in the description, it's probably not what you think it is, because what it actually is you need to align your conscious thought with your subconscious thought. I say this over and over again. There are two parts to being successful. One is the way you think, what you truly, truly believe to the core. And some of you don't even have a high level of awareness of that. But I'm telling you, if you avoid doing the things you know you need to do, your subconscious is at play stopping you. Otherwise, why wouldn't you just go for it? If you knew in 2 years' time you were going to be a 6 or a 7-figure earner, wouldn't you just work your butt off now because you knew that was guaranteed? Like if there was no fears, like you knew it was going to happen, you absolutely just knew to the core that you were going to be successful, you would do absolutely everything in your power with the time that you have to build an amazing business. So if that's not your reality right now, I am guessing that your subconscious is far more powerful than your conscious, because there are people in this industry that build it part-time. They've got full-time jobs and they build this industry part-time, and they're amazing at it. Because what they do with their time, they're really productive. They're doing income producing activities. They've learnt the skills. They just get the job done. They're not complaining. They're not procrastinating. They're not overthinking. They're not looking for perfection. They just get the job done. Do you know leaders like that in your teams and in this industry that don't work as hard as maybe you do, but they're having a lot more success? Probably because their subconscious is aligned with their conscious. So the time that they do put at towards it is really productive and really, on point, and they're just taking the action. So what I'm trying to get through to you here is to think about, like, sit back and have a think. What am I actually doing? Am I successful? No, I've been at this for years and I still don't have a customer or a teammate or something. Something is holding you back. Something is holding you back. And it's probably a fear or a lack of self-belief or lack of confidence, lack of what to say. It could be a lack of skill but you can solve that, and you can solve that pretty quickly by doing some training or sourcing out a mentor, or, well, this is what I'm really struggling with. And you can learn that. You can't learn necessarily to just flick the switch on not having any lack of self-doubt. That's something you need to work on really consciously. But if you're always thinking of the skill, it's like, oh, it's reels, it's TikTok, it's curiosity posts, it's stories, that's all skill-based. You can learn that. But unless you're in tune with your subconscious and really checking in with what you are doing and what you aren't doing, and if you really know that you're avoiding the things that you know you need to do, something in your subconscious needs some work. You probably have a lack of belief, because do you agree with me that if you absolutely hands down knew you were going to be successful in this industry without a shadow of a doubt, and that you were going to have a lot more income in your bank account in the next 6 months to a year than you've ever had before, would you not just go for it? Would you not just do what you do every day and send messages all day long and do massive amounts of networking? And because you knew to the core that you were going to be successful anyway, even to those people that say no, you just knew to the core you're going to make it. Like, if you knew that, if your subconscious came from that place, wouldn't you just go and do and have a lot more success in your business? Do you agree with that? So if you're not having the success in your business, it's not about necessarily time. It's not necessarily even about working harder. Because if you don't have the belief and you can't get over the obstacles, it doesn't matter how hard you work, you will self-sabotage. So even if you work harder for a moment in time and get some success, you won't hang on to it, because subconsciously you don't believe you deserve it, or subconsciously you don't believe it's even possible. I remember a couple of years ago, I was probably three years ago maybe, I had my first, I think it was $30,000 a month of income. And I was blown away. I'd never achieved anything like that before. And I remember saying to my mentor, something like, wow, what a fluke. I'll never do that again. Like, I didn't believe, and I said it out loud, and the words came out of my mouth. So subconsciously, like, that wasn't really conscious, but subconsciously I'd already gone there. I'll never do that again. I'd already made up my mind and the words came out my mouth. Luckily, I've had amazing mentors in my corner that went, "Did you even hear what you just said, Helen? No, 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 no. We're not going there. We're not thinking like that. What you need to think is, wow, how amazing was that? How do I do it again? You've done it. You can do it. Let's do it again and again and again and again and scale it. Not, wow, that'll never happen again." Do you get where I'm coming from? So you don't even think sometimes about the way you think or the actions you do or don't take, or, where your thoughts go, because you're ruled by your subconscious. So what I'm trying to get through to you is, if you know you're not doing as much as you should, and I'm not talking about time and effort, I'm talking about just the activities that you need to grow your business, or you're avoiding it, or you're sitting on the TV instead of networking, or just, you're trying to be a perfectionist, or you haven't sent any friend requests out, you haven't sent any messages to anybody, you're avoiding your business. If you are glued to training and that's how you justify your time, you're burying yourself in something to avoid something else that you should be doing in your business. You need to balance training with doing. The only thing that grows your businesses is action. The only thing. It's not listening to training after training after training after training if you don't do anything with it. That's why I love giving practical trainings to my coaching community, like I just did earlier. It's like, right, push this button, go here, this thing here. Look for that, do this and whatever, and go and do it. And people go and do it straight away. That's action. Okay. How many of you think, listening to me talking about this, that there might be some work that you need to do on your subconscious? Because the story, and some of it is just stories that you've told yourself because of your childhood or because of something that happened. But you've got to be really careful, because that stuff doesn't define you. You have a choice to think differently today, tomorrow, and the next day, and every day after that. It's a choice to stay stuck. It's a choice to know that you're run by your subconscious and you don't do anything about it. If you truly want success, you need to match up your conscious thought with your subconscious thought. So for some of you, you really need to go digging. And when you know you're avoiding stuff, or you don't have any success in your business, it's like, what am I missing? And you need to go deeper and look into your past and look at unresolved stuff. Because until you do, it's probably, you're going to self-sabotage. You'll get some success because you decided to work harder in a point of time, but you won't keep the success. Okay? All right. I've spoken long enough. I'm going to check in a couple of comments here. No, you still have fear. Something stops it. Your paradigm is holding you back, and you have to break through the fear. You need to tell your subconscious, that little voice inside, everybody's got a little voice, to get out of here and go do it. Absolutely. Self-improvement platform with a compensation plan attached. That's how they label our industry. Quite right, Laurie. If I had a looking glass and saw that, no doubt my days would look completely different. Heck yes, I'd be giving it all I had. Yeah, so that's the place we want to come from, Katrina, and everybody else. It's like, just know that you're going to be successful and get to that point that you do know. And then even if you've got little amounts of time, the time that you do have, you won't waste. You'll just be doing all the right things, having all the right conversations and doing the do, so you can get the success that you want. Dan, set higher goals that you have no way of knowing how you will get there. The how always shows up. It's like, but you got to believe that it will show up. It's like driving at night. The lights only show you so many feet in front of you, but when you get those used up, the next bunch of lights will show up. So it's just trusting and knowing that it's all going to work out and it's all going to be okay, and you are capable. So I would really encourage you to look inside, and the skills are great. Learning new things is great. Learning new technology and social media platforms, it's awesome. But it doesn't actually mean a lot at the end of the day if your subconscious is going to keep dragging you down. That's only something you can look internally, and by just sort of evaluating, I've not made any progress in my business for XYZ long. I need to change. And that's a choice to change. You can stay stuck if you want to, but that's not much fun. I don't know about you, but I don't like being stuck. And what I've learned to do, and those that work closely with me, particularly in my VIP program, what we all talk about is pivoting really quickly. So there are going to be times that are just not going to go your way. You're going to have frustrating days and maybe even frustrating weeks, and things are going to come up in life. But it's how quickly you pivot and, get to where you need to go. Okay. Exactly, Dan. Have faith, not fear. I think it's an ongoing work in progress. We're dealing with our subconscious, so it's always a work in progress. Quite correct, Susan. You can't change your subconscious overnight. It takes time. But unless you're aware of it, you can't change anything that you're not aware of. And that's why I talk about these topics, to raise your level of awareness. So then you can go and do something about it, but don't expect something to change overnight just because you think, oh, I'm going to change my subconscious. That takes hard work to create new habits and new ways of thinking. So it's something you need to do every day. The affirmations in the morning, the reading, the books, the meditation, like whatever works for you. You have to work hard to change your subconscious and become a new person, like a new way of thinking. Okay. Lots of work needed here, said Jackie. Everybody's in the same boat. We can all do better. Exactly. Thanks so much from Cherie. No worries. So I've harped on long enough. I just hope that really sinks in for you, and to just have a good look in the mirror about where you're at in your business and your results, and know that you're the only one that can change it. So, working harder isn't the answer. It's marrying up your conscious thoughts with your subconscious beliefs. And when they marry up, guys, it's a beautiful thing. So that's what that's what you're striving for. That's what you're striving to achieve. So I just hope that you can get to that place for yourself, so you can build an amazing business and have an amazing life and have the amount of money in your bank account that you want to, and just have that time freedom that you're looking for. It's all achievable, but it is up to you. No one can do that for you. It comes down to the way you think and the way you believe. So believe that it's possible, not only here, but down here as well. Okay, so I look forward to sharing tomorrow a couple of guests and something new that I'm bringing to the community. So make sure you turn up tomorrow, and coaching community members, don't forget to go and watch that replay and register for the Reels Challenge, everybody. We start next week. Okay, thanks. See you tomorrow. Bye.